All right, Paul Gross is now bringing Shakespeare's words from the page to the stage in the iconic tragedy King Lear.
For by the sacred radiance of the sun, by all the operation of the orbs from whom we do exist and cease to be, here I display all my...
Oh, Gross is thrilling audiences at the Stratford Festival with his interpretation of the title role. And I say that as somebody who just saw his performance yesterday. Paul Gross is joining us in studio this morning. Nice to see you this close up and a little less angry.
And without any armor.
And without any armor. It was dangerous. This is your first return to the Stratford stage in 23 years. Of course, you know, so many people remember you playing Hamlet. How does it feel to be back, and on that stage in particular?
It really does feel like going home. It's just wonderful. It's the most beautiful stage to work on. It's easy to be on it, and the audiences have been great. And it's like the greatest theater in North America, so I'm pretty happy to be back there. And the greatest play probably ever written.
It is fantastic to see. There's a behind-the-scenes story that I want to share with people because I really love it, and it feels a little Shakespearean in that your mother took you to see King Lear when you were a young boy, and you kept something from that play, and now you're playing King Lear. What did you keep?
Yeah, I think it was the first play I ever saw. I was about 12. And it was King Lear, and it was played by Bill Hutt. And it's kind of the thing that made me want to be part of this world.
Wow.
And there's a battle, and the head of a lance fell off in one of the aisles, and I ran down and scooped it up, and I still have it somewhere in a box in a barn in the Badlands. So.
I love it's like the universe is sort of dropping a bit of your future in front of you. Very cool. How do you prepare for a role like this? And I ask you this because I read somewhere that you practice these scenes, especially the scenes when you interact with your daughters, which are big and angry with your two little dogs.
Yeah, it's really important that you have two little dogs that are attentive and that they can play Goneril and Regan, the daughters that you have to scream at, and they're very good at that. And they all know when we're getting to that, when the three of us are getting in a field at a farm north of Coburg, they all know, the two of them, when we're getting to those scenes, because I start yelling and then they pay really good attention. I
was imagining this yesterday as I was watching you. Yeah, I forget the line, but something about like wenches or hags or something like this.
You unnatural hags.
That's the one. Yeah. I was imagining you sing this to your dogs.
They really perk up when they hear that.
Listen, talk about perking up. The audience was captivated. I mean, the range in King Lear, you are angry, then he goes mad, then he's comical. He's almost in tears sometimes. Are you aware of the mood? Can you feel the audience responding to that when you're playing this role?
Yeah. Well, the audience is so close, and a play is not finished until you have the audience in. And so once they're there, then you're both working together to make whatever that performance is for that particular performance happen. And I can feel lots of, sometimes it makes me cry, actually, because I can feel something happening with them. Yeah,
you've said that you play this differently every time, that something new comes out every time.
Yeah, pretty much. The scenes some of them are so big that you can't really contain it and just repeat it. Or you can't really just kind of control it, so it sort of takes you over, and sometimes I'll leave the stage thinking, what exactly did I do? That felt good, but I can't really remember.
Not a lot of actors who've been able to play these iconic roles, both at Stratford, both Shakespearean. You've done Hamlet, you've done King Lear. How do they feel different, these two, for you?
Well, I'm 23 years older, so that's that's kind of a big thing. They are really different parts. I mean, Hamlet is Hamlet's brilliant, but it's punishing because you kind of roll around on these boulders inside yourself. But Lear is quite exhilarating to do. It's difficult and it's exhausting, but it feels great at the end of it. You feel sort of burned clean, and I think you feel that sort of along with the audience.
What's do you have a favorite scene that you like to play? I have a favorite scene that I like to watch, but do you have a scene that you like to play?
No, all of them really, but what's yours?
I love the scenes in Act 2 when you are mad, because I see that, and the other one is when you're yelling at Goneril and she weeps.
Yeah.
That one hits you hard. Anyway, I hope everybody gets a chance to go and see it. It was fantastic. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Making the drive on the 401. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.